evening, everyone out there in Wesleyville. My name is Ned Know-It-All.
And I am Sarah Spin. And now the latest news from Wesleyville and all neighboring areas.
Thank you, Sarah. And a good evening to our live studio audience. Let's hear it from everyone. Give it a rousing applause. Come on, louder! Woo! All right. Apparently there was a huge gathering at one of the local establishments this evening that caused traffic to back up for miles. Let's go to Willie Make It for an on-the-town traffic report. Willie, what's going on out there?
Well, Ned, you've got that right. The traffic is backed up for miles. Apparently there's something going on at one of the local churches that's causing parents to just abandon their children. They're leaving them and just driving away. The strange thing is that none of the parents look sad. In fact, they all had a big smile as they were leaving.
Willie, this is Sarah. Do you know if the parents are coming back to get their children, or are they...
Well, Sarah, I spoke to one of the leaders at the church, and she said that she really hoped that the parents were coming back to get the children, but she really had no proof whether they were actually going to return.
Well, thank you, Willie, for that in-depth report. We now go to our weatherman, Sunny Days, for our Canaan weather report. Sunny?
Whoa. Hey, are you in there?
We're here, Sunny.
Hi, Sonny.
Whoa. Okay. So, like the weather, it's hot. Forecast for tomorrow is hot because we live in the desert where it's hot, always hot.
Okay.
Thank you, Sonny, for that always interesting and occasionally mind-numbing weather forecast. So, Sarah, how have you been lately?
Ned, we are in the middle of a news broadcast. This is the time for the news, not for us to just converse with each other.
Yeah, of course, that would be unprofessional.
It would. Ned, the feet?
Ah, jeez. Sure, whatever. So what else is going on out there in this wonderful town of Canaan?
Well, Ned, there was an attempted robbery from Omar's sheep ranch. It seems a young man attempted to steal one of Omar's sheep when he wasn't looking.
I guess you could say he was caught trying to pull the wool over his eyes. The wool!
Are you done? Wait, this just in. We have breaking news.
What was that?
That's our breaking news sound. It's designed to get your attention when something important is happening.
I thought it was designed to make me poop my pants.
Now to our breaking story. We have reports that one of Jacob's sons has gone missing. One of Jacob's sons has gone missing.
Wow, that's horrible.
Well, yes, I know, to be missing a child.
No. I mean, look at that picture. What's that stuff in his mouth? The train tracks. What's that? What's going on there?
Oh, my goodness. Now we go to our investigative reporter, Amy Ascalot, who is on the scene in Canaan to find out what is going on there. Amy?
Hello. We are here with Jacob, the father of Joseph, who has just found out that his son is missing. Jacob, what can you tell us?
Oh, I just.
Oh, no. Well, can you tell us what actually did happen?
Well, I sent my boys out to keep the sheep, and I sent my son Joseph with him. And he's my favorite son. And he had this coat. And the boys returned it, and it's got blood on it. And I don't know what's happened because Joseph hasn't come home.
Oh, no. Well, I think that's all we're going to get from Jacob for today. Oh, okay, Jacob, I'm so sorry. But look, I think I see our chief forensic investigator, Captain Carl Capers of the Canaan Police Department. Hey, Captain Capers, I am Amy Ascalot from WUMC News. Now, what can you tell us about the investigation of Joseph's disappearance so far?
Well, first and foremost, the blood on the coat was not Joseph's. In fact, it was animal blood. Someone smeared animal blood on the coat to make us think that it was Joseph's blood. Next, we took fingerprint samples from the scene and found at least 4 different sets of prints, all of which matched some of Joseph's brothers.
Oh, so it appears that some of Joseph's brothers may have had something to do with his disappearance. But the question is, where is Joseph now?
Well, we came across several footprints that were in the pattern of a typical slave caravan. So we were assuming that Joseph was sold into slavery. Interestingly, though, we found particles in these footprints that only come from a special region in Egypt.
Well, that's all we have now. I'm sending this back to you, Ned and Sarah.
Great job there, Carl. Well, that wraps up the story about Joseph.
Wait.
He was dead and then he wasn't.
No, wait a minute, Ned. We can't end the story there. I think everyone out in our audience wants to know what happened to him. He could still be in a lot of trouble.
Very well.
Okay, so let's have the Orange Group come up and help Joseph with their song, Standing on the Promises. Well, welcome back to everyone in our live studio audience and to everyone watching us out there in Wesleyville.
First up this evening, traffic came to a standstill as a group of camels staged a peaceful protest and refused to walk any further.
Ned, what were the camels protesting?
Well, Sarah, I don't speak camel, so it'd be hard for me to actually know. Actually, I was surprised to see how well you could see the camels in that video.
And why is that, Ned?
Well, it's normally hard to see camels when they're wearing camouflage. Oh, God, I'm just so fun. Okay.
Thank you, Ned, for that analysis. Now, let's go to Amy Ascalot for the latest about the mystery of Joseph.
Bum, bum, bum!
Thanks, Sarah. I was able to talk to Captain Capers about the forensic evidence they have found. And I would like to say he told me that the only place the soil samples could be was here at Potiphar's house. Potiphar is the chief god for the Pharaoh. And I did some asking around yesterday, and I found out that he purchased 2 slaves. One of them matched Joseph's description perfectly.
Wow, Amy, that's amazing. So where is Joseph?
Well, Amy, that is the hard part. You see, they will not let our cameras into Potiphar's house. Fortunately, we were able to tap into his security system, and we can see what is happening live inside Potiphar's house. Do we have the feed? Are we ready? Okay, here we go, Sarah and Ned, live in Potiphar's house.
Hello, Holly dear. How was your day?
Oh, Potiphar, I'm so tired of doing everything around here while you're gone all day. I could really use some help.
Well, guess what? You are in luck. Today I just purchased a new slave. I think he's going to be perfect for you. Slave, come here.
Yes, sir.
Slave, this is my wife Holly. You are to listen to her and do everything that she says. I need to leave for the day, but when I return, if I find that you haven't done everything that she says, I will personally put you in the Pharaoh's prison. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Have a wonderful day.
You do not look like a normal slave. What is your name?
My name is Joseph, and I should not be here. My brothers attacked me and threw me in a well. I was found there and sold to your husband as a slave.
And why did your brothers attack you? Shouldn't family love and support one another? What did you do to them?
I didn't do anything. I was just out in the fields watching them work.
Wait, were you working with them or watching them?
My father didn't want me to get hurt or dirty, and I was just watching them and enjoying the beautiful coat my father gave me.
Did he give your brothers a coat?
Oh no, he only gave me a coat. He loves me the most.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You were running around in a coat that your father gave only to you, watching your brothers work, and you don't think you did anything wrong?
I guess I could have been bragging just a little bit about how my father loves me the most. I guess I could see how my brothers are a little bit jealous.
So it seems the perfect little boy was really not so perfect after all. Well, slave, I need your help with something.
Yes, ma'am. Would you like to move or clean something?
Oh no, it's nothing like that at all. I need you to help me get back at Potiphar.
But he is my master. I can't do anything to make him angry at me.
You just said you don't belong here. So what's the big deal about breaking a couple of rules?
Because God will know what I've done, even if Potiphar doesn't.
But Potiphar told you to do everything that I say. And I say you help me plot against him. Would you disobey your master?
If it meant going against God's laws, then yes, I would disobey you.
What's going on here?
Well, I specifically asked this slave to help me with something and he refused. And you said if he didn't do what I wanted, that you would throw him into prison. I want him thrown into prison now.
Is this true?
Yes, but
Did my wife ask you to do something?
Yes, but I didn't.
And you refused?
Yes, maybe, no?
Then you leave me no choice. Guards! Guard, throw this slave into the Pharaoh's dungeon.
But wait, no! I didn't do anything wrong!
Wow, Ned, did you see that?
I sure did. Potiphar's wife is showing up pretty. Dang, and that gold thing around her upper thing, and it was really gold and really pretty, but okay.
Didn't you see her try to talk Joseph into doing the wrong thing? And then Joseph got caught and he was going to be sent to prison for it.
Yeah, I remember that part, but why wouldn't Joseph listen to Potiphar's wife?
Because she was asking him to break God's law.
So Joseph would rather go to prison than break God's laws? Wow, why would he do that?
Because he has faith in God. Faith is knowing that God has a plan for you even when things aren't going very well. It's trusting in God's plan that through the good times and the bad times.
I could see where having faith would make dealing with life a little bit easier.
That's right, Ned. Now, let's have our friends from the green group come up and sing Wherever You Go. Well, we now go to Amy Ascalon out in the field with the latest on the hunt for Joseph.
Well, we were almost able to catch up with Joseph, and then he was thrown into Potiphar's prison. Luckily, we have some updates from our chief forensic investigator, Captain Coral Capers.
Yes, ma'am, this is Captain Carl Capers. We almost lost Joseph. Fortunately, I was able to attach a GPS tracking device to the camel, transporting him to the Pharaoh.
Well, where exactly do you attach a GPS to a camel?
Trust me, ma'am, you do not want to know the answer to that question. The important thing is...
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. The important thing is we were able to track Joseph to the prison right outside Pharaoh's kingdom, where we have surveillance cameras throughout the prison.
All right, Sarah and Ned. Now we're going live into the prison of Pharaoh.
Good morning, Ernie.
Good morning, Bernie. So what you want to do today?
I was just thinking we could hang out here.
Oh! Hey, Bernie, you know what I miss more than anything?
I don't know what.
Deodorant.
Oh! I give that joke 2 hands up.
I give it a perfect 10.
Oh!
Oh, we've got new material.
Hey, what's your name?
I'm Joseph, son of Jacob.
I'm Ernie.
And I'm Bernie.
What are you guys in for?
He's in for something he didn't do.
What didn't you do?
I didn't wipe the fingerprints off the knife.
Oh!
Well, I'm exhausted. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna try to get some sleep.
Oh, it must be nice to be able to sleep.
Yeah, how long's it been since we've been able to sleep with those awful dreams?
I don't know. Feels like years.
What kind of dreams have you guys been having? Because God has given me this power, and I can tell you what your dreams mean. Maybe I can help you guys sleep better.
Oh, what a blessing. I haven't been able to sleep in weeks, and now Joseph has told me what my dreams mean. Now I'll be able to follow...
Oh, what a blessing. Thank you so much for your help. Now I can finally follow...
How is it you can interpret these dreams?
It's just something God has given me the ability to do.
This just in from the news desk. The Pharaoh has been cursed with the same dream for the past several nights. Now it is keeping him awake and consuming all of his thoughts. He is looking for someone with the ability to tell him what his dreams mean. All interested parties should contact VVVVIVX. There is a 20 shekel reward for anyone who can help the Pharaoh.
Wow, did you hear that? I'm going to take you to the Pharaoh and collect the reward all for myself.
Does that mean I get to get out of prison?
Well, yes, and yes, you'll get out of prison. But if you can't interpret his dreams, he'll probably have you killed.
Oh, there's no pressure. Fine, take me to the Pharaoh and I'll interpret his dreams.
You know, every time that we are almost caught up with Joseph, he moves. He just seems to be one step ahead of us all the time.
Well, the good news is we'll know where he'll exactly be next. Now let's have our friends from the yellow group come up and show us their dance for running.
As long as you and I heart
far, we have followed Joseph from Canaan to Egypt, to prison, and now to the Pharaoh's palace. That is quite an adventure that he has been on.
Kind of reminds me of every vacation I ever went on with my family.
I think that Joseph has had it a lot worse than any family vacation.
Oh, no. You haven't been in a car with my sister for 13 hours, trust me. It's pretty miserable. It would make you wish someone threw you in a pit or a well.
Well, let's just put a pin in that and then move on, shall we? Now let's head into the palace as we have exclusive video of Joseph meeting with the Pharaoh for the very first time.
Thank you, guard. So you are the one they have told me about. And what makes you think that you can do this? All the wise men in the entire palace had not been able to tell me what my dreams mean. Why do you think you can do this?
I cannot do what you ask of me, but God can. He will work through me to tell you what your dream means. Now, tell me about your dream.
Well, in my first dream, there were 7 healthy cows grazing by the river. And then out of nowhere, 7 sickly, skinny cows came out, and they devoured the healthy cows. And then I had a second dream. In this dream, a stalk grew with 7 healthy heads of grain. But then another stalk grew, and 7 little scrawny heads of grain grew, and they devoured the healthy grains. Now what does that mean?
Both of your dreams mean the same thing. The 7 healthy cows and the 7 heads of grain represent the 7 years of your rule. There will be years of plentiful harvest and healthy crops and livestock. Then your kingdom will have 7 years of famine and drought. Nothing will grow, everything will die, and nothing will grow, and your kingdom will perish.
I believe what you say, but what can we do about it?
You should start now while you have plentiful supplies. For 7 years, you should collect all the extra food and store it here in the palace. The food shall be held in reserve for the 7 years of famine. This is the only way your country will survive.
Since God has made this known to only you, there is no one more wise or knowledgeable throughout the kingdom than you, Joseph. You shall be in charge of my palace, and all the people throughout Egypt will listen to your orders. You will be second only to myself when it comes to being in charge of all of Egypt. Now, take this ring as you join the service of the palace of the Pharaoh.
Wait, did that just really happen? I mean, did little Joseph, the kid who a little while ago was running around saying, look at me, I have a pretty new robe, look at me. Now he's basically in charge of all of Egypt?
Here's that way, Ned. It's amazing what the Lord can do when you have faith.
Faith is one thing, but Joseph might be the luckiest person I've ever seen. I mean, he's in charge of the largest country in the world. Yesterday he was in prison pooping in a bucket. Who does that?
God. God does that. God has a plan for all of us, Ned. We thank God for the sunny days or for the good times with our friends and family, but we need to remember that God is always with us, especially in the bad times.
So if God is always with us, why would he let the bad times happen?
Well, that's one of the hardest questions to answer in life, Ned. You see, it's kind of like having to go to the doctor when you're sick.
I hate doctors.
Right. But once they give you medicine, don't you feel better?
Well, the cherry Tylenol one tastes pretty good, actually. But yes, it does make it.
That's cheating.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Well, Ned,
it is good.
You had to go to the doctor so that you could get better and stronger, and life is like that. Sometimes you have to go through the bad times in order to come out stronger in the end.
There's that faith thing again, isn't it?
Yes, Ned, it is that faith in God that carries us through the darkest times in our lives. Now let's have our friends from the blue group show us their dance for Walk by Faith.
Still believe it 'cause I know everything
a video of Joseph that shows how he really feels about what he is going through.
And Amy, how exactly did we obtain this video?
Well, let's just say I have my sources. Now, here is our confidential video of Joseph.
Is this thing on? Okay. So the producers wanted me to come in here and talk about what it's like to be me. I'm kind of in charge of all of Egypt. While that's a lot to worry about, it's really cool to have people listen to what I say. Oh, and the Pharaoh gave me such a beautiful wife, and she is so cool. Sometimes it's hard to take food from people, especially if they don't have enough to eat right now. But everyone has to chip in for the famine. Some people ask me, Joseph, what if you're wrong? What if there is no famine? You know, everything that's happened to me, I just have to trust God. I mean, look at my family. You think you have a messed up family? My brothers tried to kill me. Instead of killing me, they threw me into a well and sold me into slavery. Think about that next time you complain about your brother or sister being annoying. I really miss my father. He loved me so much and probably thinks I'm dead. Boy, I bet he'd be surprised to see me now. I'd love to see the look on my brothers' faces if they saw me in charge of Egypt. People ask me if I see my brothers again, if I'll forgive them or I'll be angry at them. Honestly, I really don't know. We'll just have to wait to happen. Well, I guess that's it for now. This is Joseph signing off.
Greetings, people of Egypt. I have heard your cries for help. The palace hears you. We have all been affected by this awful famine. The rich, the poor, the young, the old, man, woman, and child have all been affected by this famine. For the past 7 years, Joseph has organized collecting grains from throughout the lands for this day. We understand you are out of food. We are now ready to help you. We will be opening up the palace shares of grain, and you may come and get them. Joseph will now come here to tell you how this will work.
Greetings, fellow Egyptians. In order to make this fair, we will start with the oldest people, with giving them their grains and helping them transport the grains back to their homeland. If you're too old to make the trip, you can send your sons to make the trip in your place. We have enough grain for everyone to have their share. It will not be easy, but we'll all be able to survive the famine if we all work together.
Father, did you hear that? We are in luck. It is truly a miracle. The Pharaoh has opened up the reserve of grain for all of Egypt, and just in time. We were completely out of food.
Even better, since you, Jacob, are one of the oldest people in all of Egypt, you will get your portion of grain first.
I'm too old to travel.
That's okay, Father. Pharaoh has said that we can go in your place and bring back all the grain for our family.
It is truly a miracle. Go now, my sons, and take young Benjamin with you. May God watch over you as you travel to the capital.
Halt! Who goes there?
We are the sons of Jacob from Canaan. We have come as the Pharaoh has commanded to receive grain for our father.
Attention, palace of the Pharaoh, presenting the family of Jacob of Canaan. He is represented today by his sons, Judah, Gad, Levi, and Benjamin.
What did he say? Sons of Jacob, Judah, Gad, Levi, and Benjamin? Could that be? Those are the names of my father and my brothers. I have dreamed of this day, but now that it is finally here, I don't know what to do. I must test my brothers and see if they are just as cruel as they were before, or if they have changed. But what can I do? Let's have the red group come up while I think about this important decision and sing their song, Power in the Blood.
There is
Aha! I have a plan. The youngest of my brothers was born after I disappeared. I will falsely accuse him of something and see if my brothers will support him or betray him like they did to me. Hello, travelers. Where do you come from?
We come from the land of Canaan. We are the sons of Jacob.
We come to ask your blessing and receive your father's portion of grain.
Why doesn't your father come in for himself?
He is old and frazzled, and he could not carry the grains by himself.
But is he still alive?
Oh, yes.
Yes! I mean, that's wonderful news. And who is this young man you brought with you?
This is Benjamin, our youngest brother.
Come, Benjamin. I want to give you a special bag of grain. I have personally picked out the contents just for you. The rest of you may take your portions and leave. Tell your father that the Pharaoh wishes him well.
Thank you.
We must check all bags before you are allowed to leave the palace. Please open your bags as you pass. Okay? 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 No, what do we have here? Looks as someone is trying to steal. Come with me, young man. You are going straight to the prison for stealing from the Pharaoh.
Now let us see what my brothers will do. Will they help their young brother, or will they betray him like they did to me?
Wait, take me instead. I will take my brother's place in prison.
No, take me. My father would die if he lost Benjamin too. We grovel at your feet, Your Excellency. Punish us and let Benjamin go. He has done nothing wrong, and we are deserving of any punishment you give us.
So you are willing to put your lives ahead of your brother's life? Why would you do this?
We have made many mistakes in the course of our lives, one of which ended up losing our younger brother Joseph.
We have asked God to forgive us for what we did. Our only regret is that we were not able to ask Joseph to forgive us. It is a burden we carry around every day.
Rise, my brothers, for your burden is no longer. It is I, Joseph, son of Jacob, and the brother you speak of. I am alive.
But how?
God is how. God brought me from the well where you left me to be the ruler of Egypt.
What will you do to us? Please be swift of your actions.
When you came here, the thought occurred to me to have you arrested and put to death. But then I saw you each sacrifice yourselves so young Benjamin could go free. What you did today for him is what you did not for me. In doing so, you have erased your debt to me. I forgive you for your sins against me.
But how could you forgive us? We almost killed you and sold you into slavery. We did these bad things to you and should be punished.
You see, all this, everything that happened was part of God's plan. Had I not been a slave, I would not have been brought here by Potiphar. Had I not ended up in Pharaoh's prison, there would have been no one to interpret his dream. And had I not interpreted Pharaoh's dream, we would have all died of starvation. God had this plan all along. You were just a small part of it. God forgives you, and I forgive you. Now come hug your brother, since it has been too long since we've done so.
God didn't have to do this. He didn't have to give so much, but he gave it all when he gave his son. And then Jesus came to save us, came to forgive our every sin, and he gave his life so we could live. No matter how this world will test me, I know that my Jesus loves me. He is all I'll ever need. fall down, but God won't even see my sins, 'cause Jesus washed it all away. And God forgave. This world will test me. How my Jesus loves me. He is all I'll ever need. I will fail and fall down, even see my sins, 'cause Jesus washed it all away. God forgave. God forgave. God forgave. God forgave.
Well, Joseph was given the task of forgiving his brothers. Jesus was given the task of forgiving the world of its sins. You see, once Joseph realized his brothers felt sorry for what they had done, he forgave them. And Jesus will forgive you if you do something wrong. You just have to ask him. So if you have lied or stolen or cheated or hurt someone, you can tell Jesus that you're sorry and ask him to forgive you.
That's a pretty awesome thing to know, that no matter what I do, God is there for me. And unlike Joseph, I don't have to pass a test to receive forgiveness. He gives it to me unconditionally.
So let's all pray. Dear God, thank you for the lessons learned this week. Thank you for teaching us about courage, faith, promise, and forgiveness. Thank you for sending us your son, Jesus. Just like Joseph, Jesus had a choice. He chose love, and he chose us. He loved us so much that he died for us so that we could be forgiven. There is no greater love than that. Amen. So, Ned, do you know what everyone did with their grain when they got home?
Actually, I read about this.
You did?
I do, occasionally.
You read?
Maybe. They took it back to their homes and they planted the seeds so that they could grow more grain.
That's right. Now we ask all of you to plant the seeds of faith, courage, and promise and forgiveness when you go home. Share God's love with others, and that seed will grow into 1,000 stalks of wheat.
On behalf of Sarah Spin, I'm Ned Know-It-All, reminding you to keep it classy, Wesleyville. This concludes our investigative report on the mystery of Joseph. Ba-bum-bum!
Come on, clap your hands. Here we go. That's it. Yeah, we're all in this together and we're having fun. We're here to spread the love of God to everyone. Gonna get a little crazy, yeah, a little wild. Here we go now, come give it a try. Move it to the left now. Move it to the right. Find someone you don't know and give them a high five. Stomp your feet louder. Yeah, you guys are doing awesome. Wave your hands up high. Come on. Find somebody else now.
time, dog. Thanks for being here, McGruff. All right, so we're going to have you help us cover these guys in hot dogs. So you guys... All right, so you guys want to know who won, right? Okay, well, I'm going to tell you that it was really, really close. There was only a $19.85 difference between Holly and Matt. And guess who had the higher amount? Matt did. So, $19.80. Oh, what? It's $19.85. All right, so we have 5, 10, 19, and 85 cents. What? So it looks like they're both getting hot dogged. All right, so with this contribution, the kids and you contributed $361.09. But with our matching donation, that brings us to a total of $722.18 is going to Seashore Mission. Can we bring we'll present Judy with go ahead and bring that up. We don't have the big check for you, but we got some buckets of change.
Guys, just as Joseph taught that when Egypt was going to be hungry, there are people at Seashore Mission that are also hungry. And because of your gift, you are going to feed so many people, and no one will go hungry. And thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much.
All right, so real quick, I have a couple youth volunteers, the youth that helped us throughout the week with all of our kids. If you guys want to come up and help hot dog these guys, come on up. Okay, so we need somebody on buns. Who would like to do the buns? Or no, you know what? We'll do those last because they'll stick better, right? Okay, so to form a perfect hot dog, we need to start with some ketchup. Where's our ketchup? We gotta have more ketchup than that. There we go. Oh, don't be shy. Just get it all on there. No, just leave it on. Get it on there. Use the whole bottle. That's what it's for. There you go. There you go. Don't be shy. Okay, so next we need some, what comes next? Mustard. Let's put it on there. You got to get over the shirt, get it over the shirt, the lap. All right. All right, and so next we have the relish. And last but not least, we're going to make a double-decker hot dog, so just throw whatever you got all on them. And there you go, guys. Thank you guys for being a good sport. Stay for dinner. We'll see you next year.